Ever heard of money growing on trees? Yeah, me neither. A saying we've all heard, money doesn't grow on trees, is a popular way of saying money is hard to come by. Now let's put our sarcasm hats on and debunk this myth, shall we? Imagine, if you will, a literal money tree, each leaf a crisp banknote ripe for the picking. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, here's the reality check. Money trees don't exist, but jobs do, investments do, businesses do. These are the real money trees growing your wealth over time. And let's be honest, a literal money tree would be incredibly impractical. First off, imagine the size of the pot you'd need. And then there's the risk of inflation, theft, or worst of all, leaf blight. So, unless you've got a secret seed for a money tree, you might want to consider getting a job or starting a business. Who needs a job when you can win the lottery, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to rest their future on the slim chance of being that one in 100 million? It's not like those odds are equivalent to being struck by lightning while being bitten by a shark. It's a tantalizing myth, this idea that a simple lottery ticket could catapult you into a life of luxury. But let's face it, your chances of winning the lottery are about as good as finding a unicorn in your backyard. And even if you did win, research shows most lottery winners are broke within 5 years. Instead of dreaming about that golden ticket, think about the small fortune you're spending on lottery tickets each year. Why not invest that money into something more dependable? So, unless you've got a rabbit's foot, a four-leaf clover, and the luck of 1,000 leprechauns, maybe save that lottery money for something more reliable, like a coffee. Why have friends when you can have money and be lonely, right? Today we're going to talk about the myth of the money-making Scrooge. We've all heard the tale, the rich old miser who pinches every penny so tightly that the copper screams. The one who's got more gold coins than friends and more silver than smiles. But here's the truth, folks. Being stingy doesn't automatically make you rich. It just makes you, well, stingy. You see, wealth isn't about hoarding every last dime. It's about smart investments, calculated risks, and yes, sometimes it means spending money to make money. Imagine for a moment that you're a modern-day Scrooge. You've got your pile of gold coins, sure, but you're sitting on it like a dragon on its hoard. What's it doing? Nothing. It's just sitting there. It's not growing. It's not working for you. It's just sitting. And you're just lonely. Now imagine instead that you invest some of that hoard. You buy some property or stocks or start a business. Suddenly your money is doing something. It's making more money. And the best part, you're not lonely anymore. You're part of something. You're creating, building, making a difference. So unless your dream is to become a lonely old grouch, consider loosening those purse strings a bit. You might be surprised by what happens when you do. So what pearls of wisdom have we gathered today? Let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? We've been down the garden path, and I'm sorry to say there's no such thing as a money tree. Disappointed? I bet. But let's face it, if money did grow on trees, we'd all be lumberjacks, wouldn't we? Then we had a flutter on the old lottery, didn't we? Thought we'd all be sunning ourselves on a beach somewhere sipping cocktails. But alas, the odds of winning the lottery are about as likely as a snowball's chance in hell. So let's put that lottery ticket down and think about a proper retirement plan, shall we? And last but not least, we visited our old friend Scrooge. Thought we'd learn a thing or two about hoarding pennies, but as it turns out, being a miser isn't the golden ticket to wealth. Who'd have thought? Instead, what we've learned today, folks, is that good old-fashioned elbow grease, smart spending, and savvy investments are the real keys to financial success. It's not about luck. It's not about being stingy. It's about making your money work for you. And there you have it. Money doesn't grow on trees, the lottery isn't a retirement plan, and being a Scrooge won't make you rich. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the guy with the funny accent.